Hey, what's up, guys? It's CJ. I'm here with Mike and Richard, and we're bringing you another episode of Superhero Sundays. But before we get into all that, don't forget to like and subscribe because any and all support is greatly appreciated. It helps us impact the community by honoring frontline medical workers and also impact the homeless population. With all that being said, roll the intro.
In the beginning fight scene, it had a lot of hints of different things. And if you really slow it down, you start hearing music from Captain America, from the different versions of the movies. And even at one point where Bucky and Sam were fighting John Walker, you kind of get a really hint of Civil War when Bucky and Captain America were fighting Iron Man, because it's almost like that, but they're friends fighting against somebody that's trying to keep them apart. Also, you get the really small feel of Infinity War where they were trying to take the gauntlet off of Thanos.
But yeah, that's right.
The shield off of John Walker. So
that is true. Man, that was like a really crazy battle scene, right, Richard? Like that, just to rip off that shield, they had to break his arm. It was like, it was like so.
Yeah, it was really intense, especially when there was before they broke his arm to get the shield. I mean, there was that part where he was on top of Sam and he wielded his shield as if he was going to kill him, like he did the other dude. Luckily, Bucky came through, tackled him before that could ever happen, and you just think like Captain America would never have killed his own comrades or his own coworkers or whatever you want to call it, his own teammates, or and they're not even teammates, but they're still on the same side, still with the same idea. I was just thinking about this, but you really get a sense of how much that serum has really changed John Walker, that is, right? Because he is convinced himself that the dude that he killed is the one who killed Battlestar. We all know it wasn't him. It was Carly. Yeah. Right? And even Sam and Bucky told him it wasn't him. So he
didn't have time to really adjust to the serum and try to, see what the serum really does. How is his body going to react to it? He just took the serum and just went out into the world and went straight to battle. So, he didn't have time to really train or prepare his body for that serum because he wanted it that bad. But again, that scene was just really intense. And there's been some other intense fights in the MCU and some other memorable fights in the MCU. Let's go with Mike, man. Can you think of some other fights?
I like to pick a couple of them from the Captain America Winter Soldier. The fight scene between Captain America and Bucky when they were overlooking the highway with the knife fight scene. The everything about it was just perfect. Like one of the best hand-to-hand combat scenes that we've seen in the MCU was that. And then moving forward to that is the Civil War scene where it's Bucky and Captain America fighting against Iron Man at the end. That's another great iconic scene. Very well done. And then you have, of course, really short-lived fight between Hulk and Thanos to really showcase how strong Thanos was. That was another memorable fight because that really made everybody stop and go, wow.
That's one of my favorites too, man. Just to see Thanos, like, he got the best of Hulk, man. It was like, what? And it was like right away you get to see this guy is somebody not to mess with. Like, you can't take this guy lightly. It was a great scene.
And then, of course, everybody loves the fight scene between Thor and the Hulk and Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun, man. Yeah. What about you, Richard? What's some MCU? Or, you know what? Not even just MCU. It's in general some great fight scenes from either DC or, Marvel or even some other fandom movies. Can you think of some great memorable fight scenes?
I'll go back to what Mike went to with the elevator fight scene with Captain America when he was surrounded by the Hydra guys.
Yeah, that was a good scene, yeah.
I love that scene. Just the whole idea with it being like such a close quarters and it's one man versus 8 guys and just scene by scene or punch by punch and kick by kick, and just it was so well choreographed. Another good fighting scene that I really enjoyed was when they introduced Natasha in Iron Man 2. Yeah. her fight scenes towards the end. I mean, I can't remember scene by scene or fight, but she has that awesome signature move where she kind of like she uses her legs to wrap around her opponent and is able to flip them. And they choreograph that so well. And what's her name? Scarlett Johansson played it off pretty well.
Yeah, it was good. I like those scenes too. She's really, really great at battle, like hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, she's really good. Some memorable fight scenes for myself, or that I can think of, is, of course, involving Thanos. Thanos when he fought Iron Man, and just to see Iron Man actually kind of hold his ground against Thanos after Thanos whooped on the Hulk, but Iron Man kind of held his ground. But then towards the end, he got stabbed by Thanos and he got put down. But that scene was pretty cool to see him kind of stand his ground against Thanos. The Hulk again versus Hulkbuster. That was a lot of fun to see that. It was just entertaining, and Tony cracking jokes, telling Hulk, go to sleep, and then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, like he got him really mad. But that whole scene was just a lot of fun. I love that scene. But yeah, audience out there, let us know of your memorable fight scenes that you guys can think of down in the comments. Yeah, man. So again, on this show, we recognize real life heroes, and our real life hero winner is going to be James Park. He's actually our coworker. He's a new daddy. He just had a son. And so, yeah, recognizing him, he's a hard worker. He worked really hard during the pandemic. And so, yeah, James, congratulations, man. You're a hard worker. Continue to do what you do, man. We love working with you. Yes. So that's going to conclude another episode of Superhero Sundays. Tune in next week where we talk about some more cool topics. And yes, thank you for watching. Peace out.